Collective. What's good, Tarot Tribe? Messages from the collective. 88. Messages from the collective. Thank you. What's up, Tarot Tribe? Yes. So, it's that time again for another Soul Journey webinar, and I didn't even realize that tomorrow is the Lionsgate 88. So when I scheduled the original webinar, I had no idea. I'm gonna check this door. Okay. But what I'm feeling is many of you are going through an integration right now, and a lot of us, and if this messages resonate with you the most, then you could definitely be experiencing an integration with your psychic abilities. Now, your psychic abilities can come in various forms. And so many of you are learning to embrace and love that you are different. So if you do feel as though you have intuitive channeling messages, if you do feel like you have dreams, if you do feel like you are connected to your spirit guides, well, we are going to be doing an Activating Your Power webinar. So I put the link in the description down below for those of you who feel like this message is calling towards you, okay? So many of you are going to be going to another level, and this level gives you authority to pretty much connect with the spiritual realm. Okay, there's been a lot of misinformation when it comes to psychic abilities. Like, there's so much information that's incorrect. So we're going to take the time to focus on that in the webinar today. But I wanted to bring you a Lionsgate message, because I do believe that if you are feeling activated, if you are feeling inspired, if you are feeling this knowingness or an intuitiveness to want to know more, then this would mean that you actually are going through this integration period for the Lionsgate. And that could be today. That could be today and tomorrow. It's crazy because we have the moon here, but we have Embracing the Dark. So some of you could be afraid of your psychic abilities, okay? So there are Know Your Fears here. Could be afraid of this gift, could be afraid of this power. And so what we're gonna be doing is activating that. So if you are feeling that way, then tomorrow is the perfect day to take advantage of being open to the messages that universe wants to give to you. We have time to reflect and love that you are different. So if you are here, it's not by coincidence, okay? So if you do feel like you have psychic abilities, then this is definitely something that the spirit is saying and is going to confirm. I'm hearing many of you will even receive confirmations in your messages, in your dreams today and tomorrow. The universe is not playing. If you are open to receiving messages, you will receive channel messages today and tomorrow, 100%. This is a different type of Lionsgate that I'm feeling this year. It's like, it feels like a double turbocharge. You know, the last year I did a meditation around 8-8, which unlocked a lot of things for me. And the year prior, I started the 8-8 portal activation. But for some reason this year, it just feels so much more powerful. So we are going to be talking about activating your power in the webinar. And that's going to start in about an hour and 20 minutes. So if you guys want to save your seat, we're going to be doing some live interactive exercises to activate your psychic abilities. So some of you are indigo children that I'm hearing very clearly. Let's see what spirit has to say to you. The universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. So again, that's kind of going along with what I said. The universe is not playing this year. Like, if you are open to receiving messages, you will receive them. But there is a deeper relationship that is required here with the universe. Okay, and the best way to get closer to source, universe, the entity that's sourcing and giving you this power, is to realign with love and understanding that God, universe, doesn't matter what you call it, comes from a place of love. So if there is fears around your power at all, fear of power, just the word power, then this is almost like fearing yourself, because you are powerful. This is the truth. And many of you are recognizing that. It's crazy that we have the know your fears here, because it's a lion. Some of you are afraid of this, but Spirit is saying, when you realize that this power comes from a place of love, this power comes from a place to be able to bring fulfillment for you and your loved ones, then you will be able to embrace these gifts. Okay? As soon as I choose to see the light, yeah, some of you, there's this new relationship that you're going to have when it comes to what source is. What is the light? Okay, again, there's a lot of misinformation about psychic abilities, what it means to be psychic. All of that we're going to clear up in the webinar today. So let's get some tarot on the dark corners maybe that you guys are facing. We have the King of Cups here. Okay, we also have the Six of Cups. I'm feeling like many of you are shedding an older version of yourself. This newer version takes you being open to the greatness and the power that you do have. Okay, and this is also going to attract your desires, what you love. We even have the Devil. It's crazy that there's a lot of miscommunication when it comes to the light and the dark. Okay, the light is love, everything truth. And there's no reason to fear this ability. And even some of you will get messages in your dreams. The more open you are to this communication, the more it will flow to you. Okay, I'm hoping this is making sense. I literally just did a meditation and self-Reiki that I am fully open to receiving my gifts. Absolutely. Right now is a period of being open to receiving your gifts. Now look at this. I didn't even get ready to finish this card here, and it says, I redirect my power toward what I want. So not only do you come from the cloth of the universe, which is the creation of all creations, okay, you also carry that within. It's not far off to say that you are genetically fabricated from the universe, God, whichever you choose to believe, and this is the almighty powerful source. Okay, but some of you are manifesting what you don't want because you don't realize you have this power. See, this works whether you know it to be true or whether you see it or not. Some of you are manifesting something on repeat. It's like a past pattern here with your emotions and maybe what you want to do, kind of settling on some of the things you have to do and not realizing you have the authority to actually live the life that you want to live. You have the power to do that. Let's see what could be preventing this. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. Not enough practice. Not enough practice with your intuition. Some of you rely so heavily on your mind that the intuition cannot even come through. But the crazy part is that you are more powerful than you think. And that's why the think can no longer come to the spiritual realm of where your powers are of understanding it. And so a lot of you don't even realize that you have this ability. Exactly. When you connect, the dark and the light embrace both. And in also truth, an even greater truth, is to know that the dark is truly the absence of light. Light is the most powerful source that we have. Light sources everything. Without light, we could see literally nothing. So light is everything, and that's what you are. You're learning that you are the light and that you carry the light, that the light is within, and that light is powerful, and there's nothing scary about power. Okay, so sensuality, feminine wisdom, and passion. Okay, a lot of you can receive messages through nature, through animals, through symbolism. Okay, that's another thing right there, through nature. Definitely big on nature with the feminine wisdom and the sensuality. Sacred gratitude, prayer, appreciation. And then we also have loss, lack, fear, and victimization. So yeah, there's a lot of fears that you guys are overcoming when it comes to embracing this power that you have. And this power allows you to manifest the life that you want to live, okay? Now, some of you will also change the world, I'm hearing. Okay, so there's so many levels to this, but the first one that I'm seeing is taking the time to reflect that you are much more than you think. I let the universe catch up with my dreams. Many of you are manifesting this through this spiritual connection. And it says, when I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. Okay. Lastly, what I want to say to you guys is that you are not creating this reality by yourself. You are connected to the Most High Source here. Okay. And you're learning that the more you get closer to this connection with your heart, with your soul, with your spirit, the more appreciation you will have, the more messages that will come clear to you. Now, I want to see before we leave what gifts you may have. Now, if you guys did not hear, we're going to be doing this Activating Your Power webinar in about an hour. We have Unbound, Releasing Soul Contracts. So that's what this Six of Cups is many of your guys' lives are never going to be the same after this year. Like, there are some huge, powerful shifts that, I mean, you guys are going to look back and there's going to be a lot to learn from, but the biggest thing is being able to see yourself. And unfortunately, it took this dark period in this world for you to see how bright you shined. You know, when it gets dark, we can start focusing on the light a little bit more. For some of you, it was hard to see yourself, but this dark, embracing it kind of allowed you to see the light that's within. So many of you are releasing who you thought you were. Okay, so this is about activating the power that you have to be whoever you want to be, truly, whoever you want to be. Okay, let's see what else is here for your powers. Transformation, yeah. So you guys also have an ability to heal. Okay, I have the feminine energy. If you're here, many of you may get into holistic care. Many of you may get into nature. Many of you may get into healing. Someone said that they were doing Reiki healing. Okay. Just save my seat. Yes, it's going to be amazing. Okay. Transformation. So you guys are going through a transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Look at this, warrior woman. How have you guys been feeling during this period? How have you been feeling? Yeah, we have a lot of healing. And the healing isn't just like, you know, this dragged out process. Healing is laughter. Healing is fun. Healing should be ease, okay? Healing should feel like dipping your feet into the water of the ocean. So this should not be something that you overlook, okay? I want you to understand that healing is a very, very simple process. Okay, yeah, tired. So if you guys are feeling energetically tired, that is part of this activation shift for the 8-8 portal. I definitely feel, let's get some interesting things on that. We have protection, yeah. So it says call back your power. So some of you have been letting other people determine the life you should live. And that is pretty deep. Okay? I know psychic ability and superpowers is so cool, but the ability to walk away from what makes you feel bad, but to protect yourself, the ability to have the power to choose how you want to live, that's a different type of power. That's just in the simplest form of your birthright, to have the power to be free. So I am seeing some of you calling back your power, cutting the cords. And that's this, I don't know exactly what this connection is here, but I'm seeing it's part of your spiritual awakening, and it has to do with your past. Let's see what this is about. Yeah, it's some type of regret, maybe looking back and wishing you would have done things sooner, later. There's no point of wasting your time there at all. That's why Spirit is saying to call back your power and know that right now, in this moment, anything can change. You must believe, okay? You must believe. We have 7 of Pentacles. We have the Patience card. So it is taking a bit of time, but what you are doing is creating heaven on earth. It's happening. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking it, okay? So some of you are feeling tired, all right? Some of you are feeling this shift, and this is part of the integration. This is part of activating. This is part of opening up to what else there can be. We have to kind of like let go of our plans that we thought were so great and being open to what feels good. What feels good? There's lots of fears here. Lots of fears here. Okay, let's see what else you guys have going on before I head out. I realize my advice is just as if not more important than anyone else's. Exactly. That is your higher self. Okay. Okay, so we're doing this webinar. I see some of you guys are saving your seats. We're going to be activating this power. We're going to be talking about protecting yourself, understanding how psychic ability works, knowing that you have the power. Nobody has the power over you unless you give it away or unaware that it's there. So we're going to be talking about psychic attacks. We're going to be talking about some exercises to train some of these gifts so you can use discernment. Intuition is more important than ever before. Even in your health, we're seeing that in your health, you must trust your intuition. You must trust the universe to give you the answers and the knowledge, because it's not just us. Okay, the link is in the description to save your seat. All right. Healing can be laughter, yes. It's love, it's laughter. Okay, so there's a lot of misinformation about what gifts we do have, but it is true that everyone has the ability to be open to their psychic gifts. Okay, and this isn't just telling the future, because when we understand the truth, the future, past, and present are all in the moment at the same time. So there's even more truths that we don't know that the universe wants to give you, but you must be open to receiving that. Let's see if you have any other messages for the people that are here. Yeah, look at this. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So if you guys are here, this is not by coincidence, okay? Boundaries. Where do I need to establish better boundaries? Some of you are being attacked, and it's coming from behind the back. Okay, that's probably the most frequent way that people get attacked. They're unaware of it, or they're oblivious that this even exists. There's a spiritual war. Like, there's spiritual things happening that we cannot see, but we can feel them. So if you are here, you're definitely a teacher. You're definitely being equipped. Okay, and a teacher doesn't have to be someone in front of the whiteboard. We have to expand our consciousness here. I am a teacher, and this is tarot. You know, this was never considered, and still isn't really considered, an occupation. But in the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to see the younger generations embrace superpowers like never before. Oh, they're open and they're ready. I mean, they're under the moon with their crystals and rocks, and I'm talking about 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 14-year-olds coming to me to learn how to unlock their gifts. That's insane. That's like 16 years ahead of where I was even thinking. So this power exists whether we believe it or not. It's whether or not you want to be open to it. Okay, so we have the no in reverse, postpone. So Spirit is saying it's not time to postpone this. Whatever this is, okay, whatever this is, this webinar was planned without me even knowing that the 8/8 portal was tomorrow. I had no idea. And then I started to get the messages and channeling what you guys really need to hear about being able to equip yourself with intuition. Okay, being able to see the truth in the media. The world is changing, and we must follow the truth, and we must know that we have the power to change our reality, but also to create heaven on earth. Okay, it's a deep message. So if you're here right now, this video is not going to be up after the webinar. So again, that would mean that you were just intended to see this message, because it will be gone in the next 2 hours. Okay, yes, dancing is healing. Okay, let's see what the biggest thing is that you guys are here to learn about your gifts for this portal, for the 8/8 portal. Replenish your energy. Wow. Some of us are like ready and amped up to activate, and Spirit's like, can you just replenish? That is your activation. Some of you really need a dip in the ocean, like the spiritual ocean of healing, of just getting back to the simplicity of what feels good. Okay, so we do have replenishing your energy. So if you guys are feeling tired, drained, this could be a sign of psychic attacks, which again, we're going to talk about in the webinar. And this is nothing to be afraid of, because you carry the light. It's just knowing how to use your sword. You know, this whole time you guys have superpowers and you have no idea. And the whole time, you know, I'm coming up to you saying, hey, you have a weapon. Your weapon could be your voice. It doesn't have to be for bad. There is a war for light, and it comes from love. It doesn't come from pandering. It doesn't come from slandering. It doesn't come from competition. It comes from harmonious ways, right? The universe, we're all connected. Replenish your energy. Your work is about offering love, support, healing, and blessings from Spirit is in an extraordinary relationship, but when Spirit sends you a sign to rest and rejuvenate, then it's time to take notice. Open your heart and receive Spirit's love. It's often said you cannot give from an empty cup. While a life of service to Spirit is beautiful, don't forget to take care of yourself because it could be draining. The fact that you have chosen this card indicates that your body is telling you to rest, okay? So rest means not answering the phone calls, okay? And Self-Care Sunday is on the 8/8 portal. So that should be a huge message in itself. I'm hearing Spirit say very clearly, like there's a need to get back to self, okay? Last but not least, it says, try to adopt a regular practice of meditation, body care, or a healing session, and getting a good night's sleep. Okay, partnership is time to heal. All these self-care routines will benefit you overall intuitively. Okay, so some of you are definitely being asked to rest, to recharge, because you're acting as a light. Okay, and some people are definitely draining or can be drained. So as an empath, we're going to talk about that. So if you guys were here, I am honored to have shared this message and connect with you. 2121 on the clock, which is one of my favorite numbers to see. Okay, so if this is for you, it resonates, follow me to the webinar. We'll be talking about that in the next 45 minutes. I'm going to leave you with a few self-care messages for the 8/8 portal on what Spirit wants you to focus on, because again, it seems like self-care is the way that we are activating ourselves. And really what it's going to do is it's going to bring you to just a place of peace and clarity so you can receive. Because it's hard to receive the messages that Spirit wants to give you when you're in the middle of chaos. So the resting is basically where Spirit's going to meet you. Some of you, this is going to be in your dreams. And if you're only seeing Spirit in your dreams, I'm also hearing that that means that your life is so chaotic that there's no stream of communication that's allowed. So that kind of means, again, that's the sign for resting. Resting, silence, and solitude is the quickest way. Silence and solitude, quickest way to hear the voice of the universe, to hear your gifts. Okay, so if you're not in silence and you're not in solitude, it's not that you can't hear it without it. It's just when you're starting off with these training wheels, everyone's energy plays a part. Even if they're in another room and they don't say anything, the energy is still there. Okay, so we cannot deny ourselves that we are energetic beings. That's another thing I'm hearing. Okay, watch a movie. Spirit is being very clear here. Watch a movie, be still. Okay, that's what Spirit wants you guys to do, is focus on fun, relaxation, and feeling good, because feeling good is truly feeling God. And that's a big key, so don't let that go over your head. I'm happy that I was able to give you this message. Thank you so much for the donation. I really, really do appreciate that. Let's see what message Spirit is leaving you guys with. Yes. Okay, this activation is also going to activate prosperity. Okay, so that's not by coincidence that the donation is coming. Prosperity and wealth. I have all of these gold dollar bills here. Okay, all of this is also part of who you are. You are abundant. You are powerful. You are light. You are love. You are part of source, if not source itself. You are connected. So I will see you guys in the webinar if you feel like this resonates for you. If not, focus on resting, feeling good, having fun, and embracing who you are. Okay, and facing your fears head on and questioning, does this make me feel good or does this make me feel bad? Okay, and understanding feeling good is feeling God, and it's getting you closer to euphoria, closer to manifestations. It's all connected. Sending you guys love and light. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Jetty, for the donation. You're amazing. All of you guys who have been a part of this energetic exchange, it's an honor. I will see you guys soon. My face is going to be on camera very, very soon. I got some exciting news and so much good things in store. Blessings on blessings. There's been integrations that have been occurring in my life that I'm excited to share. I just did a podcast, so that was pretty dope. I'm going to be sharing that on my Instagram. If you guys are looking for some deeper education, you can find me at The Tarot Priest, spelled out exactly the same way. Sending you guys so much love and light. I will see you guys soon.